Hello everyone, this is Tim Rice, your success advisor. And today's video message is 5 mistakes polygamous men make when they're in a relationship. Number 1 is principles. Understand that when you are managing multiple women, you have to stand on your principles and your boundaries. This is the only thing that separates you from men that appear weak and don't have control to men that have control. So you as a man have to stand on your principles and boundaries. Understand that men and women relate to each other in a certain language. And it's not English, it's not French, it's not Spanish. It's about energy. It's about behavior. It's about frequency. You're talking feminine energy and masculine energy. You have to understand this. This is God's only true language. You see, the language that each person speaks in their particular culture, in the region where they live, is a man-made language. It has nothing to do with how women and men communicate effectively. Everything is frequency, energy, and behavior. It is important that a man lets a woman know what the boundaries are and what principles he stands on. Extremely important. So as a man, set your boundaries and let your lady know the principles you stand on. That's number 1. Number 2 is make sure the woman you choose, that you are her first choice. You see, most men go out here and they go to get women that they are physically attracted to. But this woman is not the man's first choice. He could be second, third, fourth, fifth, or 100 choice. You have to understand, women choose based on their options at that moment. They're emotional, so they're going to take the easiest thing that's available to them. And you have to understand that women, there's 2 types of women. There's a woman that's operating off survival mode, and there's a woman that's looking to thrive. It is essential to saying that she's either looking for provision first, or she's either looking for protection first. As a man, it's important that when you choose your lady, that she's a woman that is looking for protection first. Modern women tend to look for provision first. It's about them. They are making the choice to forego your protection first. And it's always, if you notice, modern women always want a man with money or a man that can help them and bring them up. They're the opposite of a helpmate. See, this is the challenge. We think that it's okay that when we get the bag, that we can make money and we get the woman that we want. But you have to understand, the more attractive the woman, the more options she has, and the less she's going to be in her frequency and energy and her femininity connect to your masculinity. She's not looking to be a helpmate. She's looking for you to be her helpmate. And this means that y'all are in direct competition with each other. So just make sure that she chooses you first. It's extremely important, because if not, you're going to be doing all the work. And remember, that should be a part of your principles and a part of your boundaries and a part of your morals. You understand? So make sure the woman chooses you first under all circumstances. Okay? Number 3, make sure the woman is qualified. The only woman, according to the good book, to your creator, that qualifies for leadership, protection, and provision is a woman that's a Proverbs 31 woman. She's a virtuous woman. She's submissive. She's obedient. She listens. She's your helpmate. She's your suitable helpmate. It's extremely important. You cannot attempt to take care of a woman that is combative or that gives you a challenge. You are the leader. You are the man. You are in control. You have to make a proper choice, and you have to make the woman earn your protection and provision. You see, strong men of principles, boundaries, make women earn it. Weak men give it to them for free. If you don't want to say strong or weak, okay, let's say men that doesn't understand the female nature, their energy is too weak or too low vibrational to make the woman feel like she's protected. You understand? You have to choose a woman that qualifies. If she does not qualify, you're only going to suffer, and she's going to suffer. You are the leader. She's depending on you to make a proper choice. You see, women control the sex. Once they give it to you, you're in control. At that point, you have to vet her to see if she qualifies to be in the position that you're putting her in, which is a wife. And remember, only a wife gets leadership, protection, and provision. Don't make the mistake of wifing up a woman and she does not qualify. Okay? It's extremely important, because if you do, you're going to suffer. Remember, you're a man, you're on your goal, you're on your mission, you have your bag, you are physically fit, you're emotionally healthy, socially intelligent, emotionally intelligent, spiritually intelligent. You bring a complete package of health and good vibrancy to the relationship. You're the leader. This is what men are. They shouldn't be anything other than that. Okay? Number 4, learning to manage female energy with multiple women is one of the most important aspects of a polygamous man. You have to understand female nature and how females think and what it is they need and what it is they want. No, you're not going to be some beta male guy trying to, this low vibrational, running around behind a woman, but it's simple. You have to know how to play the cat and mouse game with them in terms of their energy. You understand? And most of the time, you're going to really actually just not feed into it. Remember, when you're with your lady, you're either teaching her or have an environment of sexual intimacy. Nothing more. You're not sitting back doing what the movies say and being this guy that's talking to her all about her problems and her day and all that thing. That's not your job as a man. It says leadership, protection, and provision. Okay? As a man, you understand that you want a woman because you want a family and you want children and you like stability. That's why you're choosing a woman. That's the only reason why, okay? Outside of that, if you're doing it for any other reason, that means you may have a little bit of codependency. Work on yourself, develop yourself, grow. Your life should never be easy. Nothing should ever be comfort. You should be working against your comfort zone. You got to be hard to the core. You have to be stoic. This is what women want, especially if you're a polygamous man. Polygamous men have to be alpha males. And it's very important that for the success of your marriage that you do not lead with money. You have to lead with protection and skill and confidence. This is what true virtuous women are attracted to, okay? And 5 is mastering the manual. What do I mean by that? They have a spiritual manual. It's called the Bible. It's right there. It tells you exactly the type of woman that you should be taking care of. You have to understand it. You see, the Bible is nothing more than a manual that teaches you how to have proper relationships with people. It's about you being kind. It's about you being understanding. It's nothing negative. It's all a spiritual guide. It teaches you human nature. You have to understand that when you're looking at the Discovery Channel and you see how lions behave, you see how tigers behave, you see how wolves behave. These are the energy and the frequencies and the behavior of the Creator. They say men inspired by God wrote the Bible. These men, back in the time when they wrote it, understood female nature. So they're giving you accurate accounts of how they managed women successfully. The same way you see how a lion manages his pride successfully. It's extremely accurate. We don't question, contest, or debate it. The only reason why we question, contest, and debate the Bible is because we have society and culture that changes everything. You understand? And so everybody had figured out a way to disconnect you from the source and the energy and the vibrations that work in relationships. You see, this is what most of the dating coaches aren't telling you. They're using words to disconnect you. But everything is frequency and vibration. Feminine energy seeks masculine energy so they can feel safe. You understand? Because back in the day, it wasn't only about money. It was about women had to survive. They needed a safe haven. They needed protection. So the worst thing you can do to a woman nowadays, I notice, is not tell them the truth about your intentions. You see, you have a duty to be honest with a woman and give her the opportunity to make a choice on whether or not she wants to be in that type of relationship. This side chick stuff, this just means that the man is unskilled and he doesn't understand how to manage femininity. You see, femininity is managed through masculinity. And you cannot allow yourself to break your frame or break your center when you're dealing with women. You have to be hard. This is the only way this relationship will work. Choose a virtuous woman, which is very difficult. If you go to the scripture, you'll see who can find a virtuous woman. It's a question. So it's extremely difficult. But as a man, you should not be using your energy for nothing but the best if you want to be a godly man or a man of the Creator. Remember, you're the leader. Once you decide to have a family, that is the highest skill or the highest way that your Creator thinks of you. He wants you to be the best of the best, the alpha, masculine. You are at the forefront of your woman's mind, her God, her leader. It starts with the Creator, and guess what? Everything falls underneath. The man is the leader, the protector, the provider. The woman gives you comfort. She teaches, meaning she teaches you how to protect her. And she brings nurturing. And then the children listen to the parents. This is how everything works. It's a structured way that this thing works. If you do not do it, it just simply means that peace and happiness will forever be elusive to you. You see, there's an inner game and an outer game. Too many people, men, leaders, are getting the bag, but they're not learning the skill of how to manage their families. See, that's what's more important. Notice how throughout the entire Bible, it tells you that government is corrupt. It tells you that men are corrupt. But yet we still follow behind society trying to change it. You have to let society go down its path and adapt and adjust with your consciousness. This is how men are skillful in life, through consciousness. So don't get too tied up in language. Get more focused on energy, frequency, vibration, and learning the behavior. Socially, how you interact. It's extremely important to your very own consciousness. Because fellas, consciousness is the grace of God. The original sin is to live life unconsciously. It means you've missed the mark. You have to be a conscious being in order to raise your family properly. Only a man that is not conscious, that is unskilled, will try to care for a woman that doesn't deserve it. Make her earn it. This is Tim Rice. Like, subscribe, and give me some comments down below. And remember, stay strong. I love you all.